Welcome to the Building On Purpose TubeCast, where contractors share how they build with intention, purpose, and impact. Now, why don't you tell our viewers, we just jumped into it, by the way, there's no green room.
Yeah.
We just go. Why don't you tell our viewers who you are and where you come from, and we'll start with that, if that sounds fair.
Cool. Yeah. Then, well, thanks, Chris, for having me on. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Jake Carr from Houston, Texas. We're actually a little bit north of Houston. We're in Montgomery County, pretty close to the lake. So kind of the suburbs, I guess, or, you'd say in the Houston area. But I'm actually a full-time firefighter.
Oh, wow.
So I still work for the fire department. I work 48-hour shifts and I get 4 days off in a row. So really kind of how I came about into the construction business was after our son was born about 2 years ago. I thought, man, I've got all this time off. I just felt this like burning need to earn more and provide more, for my family. So I started kind of doing some research and figuring through firefighting, we have to have such a large building construction knowledge.
Yeah.
Or how like fire behavior goes in a burning structure. You have to be able to understand those components,
Especially the roof down, right?
Yeah, exactly. So it really just kind of fit. And so I started looking at, okay, how do I start a business?
Yeah.
Somehow, by the grace of God, I found CR3, and we are a franchise.
Yep.
Initially, I didn't want a franchise. I think a lot of people it has kind of a negative connotation to it unless you truly understand what a franchise is. So I sat down with the CEO and just pretty much fell in love with the company, fell in love with him, immediately got behind his mission, and a lot of our values align the same. So it was kind of just a no-brainer for us, and we pulled the trigger on it, and it's been good. It's been good.
So
It's
you work,
almost like
you work what, 40, did you say you work 48-hour shifts and then you have 4 days off?
yeah, 48. It's
Oh,
called a 4896. So
4896. Wow.
yeah, 2 days in a row at the station,
Okay, 24, 24. Okay.
and we get 4 days off, which most every fireman I know, they either have a business or they run a second job or they
Yeah.
work for another fire department. But this gives me flexibility to control my schedule.
Well, it's almost like, think about it. And by the way, I have a very good client that lives in Granbury, Texas.
Okay, yeah.
You don't know if you know DT, Randy Hurtado.
I
Um,
don't think so.
nice guy. Y'all should connect. He's a fellow brother in Christ.
Yeah.
He is was a fireman. Now he's obviously full time. Man, what is his position over there? COO, and he does a couple other things like with the good contractor list. And he's just a good person. You should reach out to him. Yeah, the y'all
Yeah.
are competing market. Even if you were in competing marketplaces, he's the type of dude that don't care. He'll do
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
Randy's a good dude. He's intense, but he also he's the type of guy that even if you were in the competing marketplace, he would do nothing but
He'd
support the
still help you
business.
out.
There's
Yeah.
so
I think
many
Granbury is probably about 4.5 to 5 hours away from us.
there's so
So
many roofs out there that need help, brother. And as long as you're a good person in this industry, there's a lot of people at Improvify that
yeah,
they just support each other's growth. It's really kind of a
I've
cool.
noticed that, which is, yeah, it's hard to find a community like that. There's
Yeah.
a few out there. I know how I found you was on Adam Bensman's podcast
Yes. Yep.
a little over a year ago, I guess. And he's built his community, kind of the same way, where
Yeah.
it's contractors helping contractors. Let's break the stigma of,
Stomp. What does he say? Stomp the
stomp
scum
the
out.
scum out. Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
little aggressive.
Yeah.
But I mean, look at the mission and the goal is true. We all kind of have to look out for each other because in the end, the bad
Yeah.
guys aren't going to be in this industry long, man.
No, they won't make it.
No, not in
I,
this competitive landscape and marketplace.
No, and especially if you're not protecting your margins. Like, for example, I got a customer that just asked me a couple days ago if I would just provide labor if he bought all the
Oh
materials.
God.
I
Not-
had to decline, like I can't warranty anything. I can't, who's going to make sure that the materials are delivered? You have enough. What happens if you don't?
I would have sent him a link to Home Depot or Lowe's, man.
Yeah,
Ah,
I had to walk away. That was a red flag.
yeah. It's interesting. I think that we as entrepreneurs and business people, especially you, because you got a whole other career, so you don't have commission breath. Like you're
I
designing,
yeah,
you're designing your future. You
I
get to,
hope.
yeah, you get to retire from being a fireman someday, hopefully with a beautiful pension, and God
Yeah,
willing keeps you safe. That you'll walk into a beautiful business that you might be able to hand off to family or something, a legacy someday. But like, you know, you
that
can,
is, you hit the nail on the head. That's my why, really, is I wanted to build something that I could either give to my son one day,
yes, yeah,
or if he wants nothing to do with it, hey,
yeah,
no hard feelings. I'll
yeah,
sell it, hopefully make
absolutely,
some
man.
good money, and we'll set you up, for your future.
Yeah, I love it, man. Now, going back to what you'd said, you're right. Franchises sometimes have this odd stigma where people are like, dude, that's the easy way in, or you didn't have to fight your way up through all the mistakes. Well, that's the beauty of a franchise that's built properly is the fact that somebody's already made the beautiful mistakes for you. And if the
That is,
systems and the
yes,
processes are set up, and the manufacturing and the buying support and financing and just whatever the beautiful system is that's
right.
given to you, you can come in from outside of the trades and go, I want to be a roofer, and they give you
Yeah.
everything in place as long as you follow it to the T, and you put your own personal spin on it, of course, you can be successful.
That's pretty much kind of how it went and
Yeah.
why we decided to go with this franchise because they call it a business in a box is what the CEO calls it. It essentially, like you said, all the systems, processes are in place. I
Yes.
knew nothing about roofing sales, siding. I mean, I'm decently handy,
Yeah.
but as far as like running a business, all that's, I mean, all I've ever done is be a firefighter.
Yeah.
So they made it pretty easy for me to transition into a business owner, not just a roofer or salesman,
Yeah.
but
So
they're there for
how does the
too.
structure work? You've got installers?
Yeah,
Are they yours or are they CR3's installers?
they're my subcontractors,
Okay, they're your subs. You do sales. You're the owner. Who does the books?
me or my CPA.
CPA. Okay, good. So
Really?
you've got some other team people that you can bring in to support the actual office
Yeah,
structure of it.
there's a lot of freedom and a lot of leeway. I think as long as you stay within your franchise agreement and things within the brand,
Yes. Yep.
marketing wise and things like that, you have a ton of freedom. For example, when we first started, I only did roofs. Now we're transitioning into a lot of siding, which is great because the margins are bigger. Yeah, it's more of a premium product. But that was honestly a lot of that came from headquarters. That was their idea. Hey, look into siding. I did. There's not a lot of competition in my market
Yeah.
as far as there's roofers that do siding, but there's
Sure.
not a lot of people that specialize in it.
What kind of
So
siding do y'all do? Do you do hardy board, LP? Like,
yeah,
so is it a special siding or is it any siding?
and any, I mean, mainly we focus on James Hardy. There's
Yeah.
some customers that want it's called wood tone from James
Yep.
Hardy.
Yep.
Basically,
Yep.
it's stained, looks,
Yeah.
but Hardy recommends that you
I think
don't
we may
stain.
have that here in Utah.
Yeah, it's very nice. It's about three times the price of just regular
Yeah.
Hardy, right? So it's a special customer that wants it, but the margins are really good. There's a lot more risk involved for sure. I think you kind of need to know what you're doing a little bit so you
Yeah,
don't
it's
lose.
interesting. We did a training that today. We were wrapping up our insider training school that we do every Wednesday for all of our clients here. And one of the most important things that I brought up in the meeting was we're in an interesting market. I think you can't dodge it in the news. Interest rates are weird. Um,
Yeah,
Home values are weirder. Real estate is not selling. People are pulling their listings off. People are staying in their homes and increasing the value in their homes now. So let's just face it. If you're in home improvement, if you're in roofing, if you're in siding, if you're in exterior, and you can help increase the value of someone's home, when the
yeah,
market flips and changes, these people's homes are going to have better roofing systems, better
mhm,
siding. They're going to be worth more. They're putting love into their homes. The homes are going to look nicer. So when this
yeah,
market does correct itself, these folks that will have the ability to get a 5% mortgage rate, 5.5, and the home prices have come down to a realistic, will actually have a home that they can put on the market for a better price. So
Yeah.
Jake, your time is perfect, man, to be in home improvement, because it's a perfect storm.
Yeah.
People are not leaving their homes because they can't leave their homes, but they're improving the value of their homes.
Oh, I think so. And I also think that, well, actually, I know there's not a lot of people, at least in our market, that just have 30 grand laying around. So the ability to go to them and say, hey, we can offer you 0% for X amount of months or
Yeah,
whatever, it's no brainer.
it is.
Um,
Just leverage the money from Wall Street like everybody else.
yeah, yeah.
I mean,
It's
especially with what you just said. The cost of hardy siding is it's not cheap, but it also will increase the value because when a buyer comes to buy a home, like we're looking to buy a home down in Alabama on the water right now. I'm looking at when it was built. I'm
Mhm.
looking to see if it has a metal roof. I'm looking to see what type of siding it has. I want to make sure that it's a fortified home so my insurance rates are lower. Your
Yeah,
people buying homes now are really smart, thank God, internet and AI at what
right.
they're looking at. So when you're out there selling a roof, you're not selling a roof, you're building a roofing system and you're increasing the value of their home with your exterior products now. And
Yeah,
then the beauty of CR3, of course, is you've got financing solutions so you can bring these valuable, expensive things, increase the value of their home, but give it to them a low monthly payment option or 12 months, same as cash, which works better for you, right?
yeah, yeah. I want to say, because it took us a bit to get onboarded. I'd say like few days to a week or whatever.
Yeah, yep,
Certain lenders take a little bit longer,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
but I want to say as soon as I got the green flag for all of the lenders, within a week we closed our first deal. Right? It was just
Ah, that hurts. Oh, I hate
yeah,
it.
it was kismet. It just was awesome.
That sucks. I really hate
And
that. Ooh,
I know.
we have a new app now too that has Improvify Advisor in it that will
Saw that.
it'll tell the customers, kind of give them a recommendation, right? Like, how much you looking for? 50,000. Great. What's your credit score? 750. Wonderful. In this succession order, this is who you should apply to. Super prime, prime, secured loan, boom, right? Here's the
Yeah.
best opportunity. So we're building some intelligence, not artificial intelligence. We're actually building intelligence into our app now to help better serve your clients at the point of sale, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, I think that's really good. And
Yeah.
this deal that I'm talking about, I went there for a siding inspection, looked at his siding. He was walking me out to my truck, and I turned around and I looked at his roof. I saw it when I pulled up, and I said, "Hey, when's the last time you've had your roof checked?
Right.
Inspected?" And he's like, it's never been inspected." And I said, "I'll tell you what, why don't I give you a bid for both? I'll give you a really
Sure.
good finance it." And he
Oh,
signed right
awesome. That's so cool, man.
there.
So
Yeah.
tell me, you have family there in Texas?
I do, yeah. Born and raised Texas. I've actually lived all over. I moved out to California.
Yeah.
I just wanted to live on the beach. I went to Texas A&M University
Yeah.
and decided at one point, school just wasn't for me. I think
Yeah.
a lot of contractors is kind of the same thing.
Sure.
But I actually playing a band, so I was playing music in Austin, Texas,
Wow.
like full time.
You and Cody Johnson.
Yeah. Funny story about Cody. He just sold his ranch that was probably about 5 minutes from our property. And it's got a little his logo, the
Yeah.
Kojo logo on
Yeah.
it.
I got all the hats. We're big country
Yeah.
fans here. I just
Yeah.
went to Hondo. I went to the rodeo down in
Yeah.
Arizona. So he was
Yeah.
supposed to
Yeah.
play there, but unfortunately he blew his eardrum out. So wait,
Yeah.
his ranch is near where y'all live?
Yeah, out in right outside of Huntsville, Texas. Yeah. But I guess he sold it. I don't know where he's at now. But anyways, I was playing music. I was broker than a joke, and but I was happy, you know. So my dad came to me one day and was like, "Hey, what do you think about being a fireman?" I'm like,
Yeah.
"What?" He's like, "Just think about it.
Yeah.
You get good retirement, your pay is guaranteed and you get a ton of time off. You can play music." I
What
said,
a great idea, Dad.
"Yeah, that sounds like a great idea." So I started researching
Yeah.
academies like schools for firefighting, and one of the best was a few of them were out in California. And I
Sure,
thought,
because they got all them wildfires out there.
yeah,
You
I
didn't want to
thought,
be a jumper, did you?
No, no, no,
Okay.
no. Those guys are crazy.
Yeah, those guys are nuts, man. That's a dangerous job, bro.
I just do structural firefighting.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
when a house is burning, that's what we do.
yeah. Well,
We
it's
do
interesting.
figure out,
Now I see where all your leads come from.
yeah.
Okay. Jesus,
Uh,
how is Jake getting all them leads? He's first on the scene.
I
Like,
keep
what
a
are you
stack
talking
of
about, dude?
business
He puts a
cards.
sand. He
Yeah.
pulls up in the fire truck. He puts a sandwich board out. This
Yep.
roof is on fire. We're going to be replacing it.
I keep a stack of business cards in my turnout gear. So
Oh
when
my
we go to a
God.
fire, no, I'm kidding. I can't do that. That's a good cause. But anyways, so I moved out to San Diego and I went to the fire academy out there, did my thing, and then moved to Arizona
Yeah.
and worked fire out there as well, and
Yeah.
decided, it's time to come back home. So I've worked firefighting in 3 states
Yeah. All
back
right.
home in Texas.
Man,
So
you love it hot, brother. Like you're talking well, San Diego, decent temperatures, probably the best
oh
temperatures in the United States of America. But man,
yeah,
Arizona and Texas, yeehaw, brother. That is
brother.
hot, hot stuff.
So when I was firefighting out in Tucson, it was hot. I mean, it's like 116. Well, Utah is pretty hot too.
Oh, it's Satan's closet out here, brother.
But I'm telling you, it's nowhere near as hot as it is in Houston, Texas.
I can imagine.
Was.
Inner city Houston. Are you working inner city Houston?
No, I don't work for Houston Fire. I work for a emergency services district that's just north of
Woodland,
Houston,
like Woodlands North?
close to the Woodlands. We're in the same county. Yeah.
Hey, dude, you know what? I've been in finance for 30 freaking years. I have never lived in Texas. I can literally name cities and counties.
Yeah, that's
I could
crazy.
probably tell you what the average FICO is.
When the Woodlands, I would imagine it's pretty good. That's
Woodlands
it's
and Woodlands North is good, man. You get into inner city Houston, I can't even enroll them guys.
yeah,
I
we when
can't. I
we
can't
first
work with.
started,
Yeah,
I was going down there running appointments, and I figured out really quickly, this is not my target customer base.
yeah. The New Orleans, Baton Rouge, some of
Yeah,
these places that are still suffering economically.
yeah.
I talk to clients and they say, "Hey, we need financing, man. None of our people have any money." And I say, "Where are you, brother?" And they'll tell me where. I'll say, "Man, I love you, and this
Hmm.
ain't against you, and this ain't against your people, but we can't help you. And I don't want to give you false
Right.
anything. If I can't help a contractor win and actually have them close jobs, I won't bring them on. It's just I'm being honest with you, man. I'll send them to
Yeah.
lenders that might buy subprime paper, but they're not. It's just not us. Been doing this 30 years. I know where deals can close and where deals can't close.
Especially if their interest rate's going to be through the roof. But that's where the credit repair is for too.
Yeah.
I've had customers, same thing. They didn't get approved. Maybe they don't have a job. Okay, well, here's the link to repair your credit. Let's revisit this, somewhere down the line.
We've also just keep in your, man, I know this isn't about me, but anybody watching this, if you ever get into a situation where it's a deductible, it's a replacement repair, whatever it is, it's a must. They have to have the thing, and they can't get credit approved. We get them into credit repair. Our personal loan solutions can go to a family member, a friend, somebody at
Right.
church. That if they were ever a dire need, like a deductible or a repair, like they had to have it done, our personal loan solutions that we have now nationwide can go to outside parties for somebody else to get the loan and then they pay them the loan back
Right.
just
Right.
to keep it in your
That's
back
a good
pocket.
option. Yeah.
Um, my goal and thought for process for you is to always help the customers no matter what. So when we're building solutions and technology, it's like, what happens in this situation? I'm always thinking situational awareness at the point of sale. So
Yeah.
we've got people that have awesome credit, they get approved for everything. Okay, great. We've got people that want to use the equity in their home. Great, we got that. We got the people that have to go to credit repair because they had a bankruptcy. Great, we got that. Now we've got personal loans that if somebody just so wonderfully from church was like, look, we know you need this. We're going to get the loan for you. You pay us back the loan until you get your life together. At
Yeah.
least you got it. At least it's something that you can help somebody out
Yeah.
with. So
I think that's a great way to. I mean, yeah, we're here to make money, but also like we're here to help people too.
that's really it at the end of the day. We don't care if they need financing or not. We just want to help them get the thing that they let's dude, Jake, nobody wakes up on a Saturday morning and says, I can't wait to buy a roof today.
Nobody
They're
wants to buy
usually like, I can't believe my deductible is 5%. I can't believe that I have to buy a roof and
yeah,
my insurance company isn't covering it. I can't believe that our siding looks this bad and it would cost us that much to replace the wood and have it repainted, like whatever, stucco, like whatever it is.
yeah.
That's the
Well, and
situation.
I don't know how it is in other states. I would imagine it's pretty similar, but at least in Texas, like we as a contractor cannot eat the deductible.
No, nobody can.
There's there's still people that are doing it, don't get
Yeah,
me
it's
wrong.
illegal. But
Yeah.
no, 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 no. That's not
But
good.
what we
It's
can do is we can help you finance it.
absolutely. We're financing lump sum. We're doing deductible plus scope plus upgrade all in one beautiful thing. When they get their
Yeah.
insurance check, if they want to pay a portion of their loan off or all of it off, if it covers it, they can do whatever they want. We call it the claim to cash program, or what's the other fancy claim to cash? Oh, we had another fancy term for it this year. But the bottom line is it's the consumer's prerogative on how they'd like to pay for their roof, whether it's an insurance project or a retail. It's
Right.
not up to you. You're just the person, you're just the roofer. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's helping a lot of people, brother. It is. So
Yeah.
how older is do you have a son? You have a daughter? What's the kid situation like?
We have a son. He is about almost two. He'll be two in
Oh,
April.
dude, you got baby.
Yeah, he's a
God,
baby.
dude, my daughter's 34 years old, man. I thought you had kids.
No,
You
I'm
got a baby at home. You got
we didn't
a
get married till later in life.
yeah,
We were around 30.
yeah,
So we
yeah,
always say that we statistically we missed our first divorce. So
yeah.
we're good now.
God bless you, man. Well, geez, I don't know if roofs will still exist by the time your son is old enough to take your
I don't
place.
know, but siding might, all this stuff with all these metal buildings.
Oh,
We might move into uh barndominiums. I don't know. They're getting pretty
oh,
popular.
we finance barn dominiums. People love the design. It's so
Oh no.
you throw the slab down, you throw poles up, you put some walls up,
Yeah.
and there's this beautiful open floor. I love barn doors. I talk about them all the time in all my posts. We love financing those things from the ground up or add on as an ADU.
Yeah.
Adult
Yeah.
dwelling units are popping up all over the place. Why? Because people can't afford to buy homes. So what they're doing
Oh
is
no.
they're building barndominiums in the backyard if they're obviously not an HOA or something like that, and they're renting those suckers out or they're parsing the land off. So there's
Yeah.
a
I mean,
lot.
consumers are getting smart. We had a little piece of property, like I said, over by Cody Johnson's
Yep, yep.
ranch, and we were going to do a barn dough too. We got a couple builders together. We were going through, and everything we got priced at was the same as a wood frame house. And so
Oh, interesting. Hmm.
and it could be the market, it could be
Yeah,
this area in Texas. And I thought, well, if I just GC the whole project, we could save a lot of money.
yeah, yeah,
We just, we ended up selling it. We sold everything, and
yeah, yeah.
maybe one day, maybe hopefully, in the next few years, we'll revisit it.
That's cool. So who's your ideal customer? Who do you like to serve?
Yeah, ideal customer. Typically, we target like 35 plus. Um, we go all the way from blue collar to white collar.
Yeah,
It really depends. We don't do a ton of insurance, which is almost counterintuitive in this area of Texas where we get hit with hurricanes,
yeah, yeah,
storms. It's crazy.
yeah.
But I learned right out of the gate to just sell retail, and my thought process behind that is the whole insurance game is changing.
Yes.
If I could be ahead of the curve and just learn how to go
Yeah.
retail,
Well,
I'll,
they're struggling because they've only learned one way. So imagine working the insurance restoration storm game, door knocking, right? Taking orders. And I'm not talking bad, roofers. I'm not talking bad about the restoration game. I'm just telling you, these guys have learned one way to sell a roof. Now they've got to go try to figure out how to do retail. And it is hard shift to let that go and learn I have to actually sell a roofing
sell.
system.
Yeah. Well, and like I said, I'm not a salesman. I had to learn about sales, the psychology behind it, all this stuff without being smelling like a salesman. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
no.
And I don't push the fireman thing, but I do let I want to let my customers know, hey, like I am a firefighter. This is
Yes.
the department I work at.
Yes.
I'm
Yes.
telling you, you can trust me,
Yes.
you
No,
know.
play that into your advantage, my Lord. Authenticity in the truth is what matters nowadays. So,
Yeah.
Adam and I we're next of kin.
Yeah.
If you do exactly what Marcus Sheridan says, when you answer your customers' questions honestly with integrity, you tell them the truth, you build trust, they'll do business with you.
Right.
If
Yeah.
you build endless customers for life, you never have to market, advertise, do storms, knock on doors, because these two things together are just telling the customer the truth.
Yeah.
Use that to your
That's all they
advantage.
want.
Yeah.
And like I said, with that stigma of, not only franchises, but contractors, a lot of people don't trust roofers or contractors because of the last 10, 15 years with, how it's been or whatever. So at least us here at our location, I think franchise wide, we're trying to right that wrong by being truthful, upfront, honest, fair.
Yes.
Oh,
So I love CR3. I loved meeting the team, the executives. I was
yeah.
very proud to say, man, we would love to partner, represent, work with us, whether it's an exclusive relationship or not, doesn't matter. I'm just super proud that CR3 sees the light and understands that people ain't got 5 grand anymore in the bank.
No,
They
no.
just don't. So I'm
Yeah,
I'm
it's
I'm proud
true.
that you took the leap, that you're building a legacy, you're serving the community. I love that you're telling your story. There's a lot of firemen that are roofers, by the way, and
Oh, yeah.
it's just one of those beautiful things, man.
It,
So
it really goes hand in hand because a lot of times we have to get up on the roof and vent it
yeah,
basically with a chainsaw, cut a big hole in it. And
yeah, yeah.
so we kind of already have that experience. So it just makes a lot of sense.
Awesome, brother. Awesome. Well, listen, man, we keep these short. We keep them about a half an hour because that's people's attention span. Jake, I loved your story. I want to just
Yeah,
thank you.
man.
I want to thank you personally for coming on and sharing this. Katie will reach out because I'd love to get this out to your marketplace so people can meet you and if there's something you can do to help them increase the value of their home, whether it's a roofing system or siding through CR3 or hear your story or just connect with you with a relationship, I think that'll be freaking awesome. Um,
Yeah.
I appreciate you coming on here, brother. If you ever need anything, we at Improvify are here to support you and your customers. Let us know how we can continue to support you, brother. Okay.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I
Yeah, man.
probably call the deal desk at least once a week, so they know when I'm calling.
Deal desk, baby. There it is, the deal desk. We love this.
Yeah.
No other lenders have this, by the way. They're scared to pick up the phone.
Yeah, I know.
We're, we don't know if we have the right answer for you, but we'll go get it for you.
Yeah, it's very unique and I'm telling you, it helps immensely
Good.
when you're trying to make a deal happen and maybe you just don't know, you
No,
know.
no. I've gotten on the phone and closed 86,000 hour remodel projects before just by talking to the customer. What was his name? Danny Chavez up in Colorado. His customer was worse than an engineer. He was a retired executive from Bank of America.
Great.
Was it? This guy was an engineer. He was a retired executive from Bank of America with a Australian or an English accent. So Danny calls the deal desk one day. I get on the phone. I'm like, deal desk. And he's like, Chris, it's Danny. I'm like, what's up, bro? And he's in Colorado. He's like, can you get on the phone with the customer? He goes, I don't know how to answer any of their questions. I said, well, what's the story? He's like, he's an executive from Bank of America. I said, put him on the phone. So he
Yeah.
gets me on the phone with him. Now it's two bankers talking to each other. We were high-fiving. We were talking about compliance. I answered his questions. Hangs up the phone with me, signs a deal, $86,000 complete remodel project. Danny calls me like,
But
dude, thank you so much. He goes, you closed that job for me. I said, no, I didn't, man. I just answered your customers' questions.
yeah.
So anyway, we love you, brother. Katie will be reaching out to get your information.
Okay.
Folks, Jake Carr with CR3. Reach out to him, connect with him,
Sir.
and he's happy to serve you in the Houston, Texas market. Thank you, brother.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
Thanks guys for having me. I appreciate it.
Take care, Jake. Bye now.